All right, let me get this button together. Right.
We are something else.
All right, welcome to We Are Something Else. Present Soul Tales episode. Wow, 33 already. 10 a.m. in the Snickers app. All right, it's your boy Kaleo. All right, let's do what we always do. Let's bring in the fellas and see who we have here. Oh, we got the whole crew. It's the whole crew. Absolutely the whole crew. All right, CB, we got E-Rich, we got Cardo, we got R Money, and we got Be Easy. Fellas, come on off mute. Episode 33, Scottie Pippen. Dave J on the mic, welcome. It's the Scottie Pippen episode, y'all. Man, feels like this month has gone by pretty fast. Feels like we was just here and had an amazing episode, last month. But look, we're here now. Got a lot of stuff to talk to, a lot of sneakers to get through. Fellas, how has your month been? Your week going, CB? Long time no see.
Yeah, right. This week, it's been a full month on its own. Ready for the weekend. Because we're like in the throes of tax season, so that's like the busy time for me at work. So got a few more weeks, and then hopefully things will even out a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. B, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, it's good, man. Hey, man, thanks for having me here today, man. That show yesterday was great, fellas. I gotta give you a shout out for that one. We got missing on Gen X. Man, it was great. So yeah, but everything good over here, man. Just been working. Ain't had too many days off, but just grinding.
Got you. Okay. Our Money, what's good with you, bro?
Not much, man. Ready for the weekend, man. Got a half day tomorrow. Got a tea time at 1:00. Ready to go, son.
Living the best life.
Yeah, exactly. Always. Carter, what's good with you?
Y'all know me. Staying out the way. Trying to stay safe, stay healthy. That's about it. I don't like the fact that you call this the Scottie Pippen episode.
We're 33 episodes in, fellas. That's
man. That's disrespectful to Larry Bird. Come on, man. That's Larry Legend.
All right, Larry Legend.
Okay, it's Larry Bird. Okay, you got it.
But yeah, that's it. You know me.
All right.
Hey, man, that's another show, man.
Listen, our money ain't got no job. He said another half a day because he got a tea time. This man never worked. Listen, bro. Until somebody can verify a location and it ain't the building down the street from the last building that I used to work at. Ain't happening, bro.
And this man put up pictures. He was on Broadway a couple weeks ago. Like this man just.
Bro, everybody got to have that one homie in the crew that just randomly just be everywhere, right? Listen, for me, it was when that fool was like, I'm in Connecticut.
On a Wednesday.
Random Wednesday, I'm in Connecticut. I'm at this fight that y'all watching on ESPN Plus. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm surprised you said he had a tea time. I thought he was gonna say he had a flight to catch tomorrow somewhere.
Right. Well, he didn't say that. He might be somewhere else. Where's the tea time at? Are you catching the flight there?
Nah, man, it's here, man. I'm local, man.
Okay.
But what's funny, what happened? Originally, I had to have a day off for the day because I was gonna go to the Nats game for opening day, and then I thought it was gonna rain, so I'm fuck it, I'm gonna just switch for this day. Oh yeah, I'm good tea time. It's nice outside tomorrow.
There you go. Okay.
Real quick though, everything cool on the West Coast, and Dodgers had the home opener today. Lakers playing somewhat well. Listen, I think it's going to be another crazy summer for the West as long as everything goes according to plan. So, we live in life.
Okay. So real quick, shout out to 3 the Hard Way, Dave J on the mic, jingling. Takeover Trina, First Lady. Risa, who else is here? Tony, good to see you. Sammy, good to see you. Yeah, we'll talk about a little bit last night. We'll get that later on in the show. But till then, look, week has been good, kind of busy. Obviously, we had the show last night, and then we're right back in it again tonight. Talking sneakers. There's no way I was gonna miss this one because some things we got to get to, and I just love talking sneakers with the fellas. So, shout out to Gen X TV for the opportunity we had last night. Shout out to the ladies who came through and held us fellas accountable. For the movie Boomerang. But all that said, let's get to it. Let's get this episode 33 underway. With that, let's start with boom. I'm on my phone for the notes. There we go. All right. As we all know, as of late, the Jordan brand has gotten into the bad habit of telling you what they're going to release a year ahead of time. I mean, we were in 2024 and we knew what we couldn't wait to get a hold of in 2025. And now we're in 2025 and it looks like they are well underway of showing you what's going to happen in 2026. And starting with, if you're not familiar with the Ben 23 collection, here we go. So Jordan is proud to announce this via Sneaker News. Jordan brand is proud to announce the introduction of Ben 23 collection. The Ben 23 is a remarkable collection of Air Jordans from 1 to 23. I'm not going to read all that, but pretty much this is the upper echelon of Jordans. This is what they're describing it because of the materials. We all know the silhouettes, but like the materials are like 10 times better. And these sneakers are like retailing for an extreme amount of money. So the first offering of the Ben 23 collection was the Jordan 2 Premio. The Air Jordan 2 Premio pays tribute to the exquisite craftsmanship and refined style of original Air Jordan 2, utilizing a rich, supple chocolate brown leather. When they start using words like that, supple chocolate brown and exquisite, that means one, you're probably not going to get your hands on it unless you're next to the man himself, or you're going to pay a boatload of money. But anyways, coming in 2026, the Air Jordan Ben 23 6. We all love, well, at least I love the silhouette of the 6. Infrared 6, probably my favorite. Mm-hmm. Maybe top 5 sneaker of all. And now we're going to get this collection or this iteration of the 6, which features, look, I mean, this is like an all black with they're not even calling that infrared. They're calling that, it just says red. And it's not even, doesn't even say anything different about it, but look, all black and red. And then you look, it's got the stamp, you know, how it has the wax stamps, like when you do letters and stuff. That is the logo on most of these on all these Ben 23s. Now, a couple questions going around. How do y'all feel about just one alone, the year ahead of time that Jordan is letting you know what's coming, so get your money together? But then also, what do you feel about this collection? Because those 5s, I remember when those 5s dropped, they were like 6 pair. You wasn't getting your hands on it again. I mean, Jordan and maybe his sons have those, and maybe 2 other people out in the world. But those are fire, right? But anyway, let's go around. Let's talk about it. How do you feel about this Ben 23? Carter, let's start with you because I think you had kind of put it in the chat, like we need to talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's a dope idea. You know, all of the material on the shoe is like premium material from like Italy. The original releases, I think the House of Hoops and PG Plaza had them, so they weren't as hard as.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the House of Hoops and PG Plaza had every single release for the Ben series, and for the 2s, I think each one is numbered, and each one they put out more pair. I think the 2s were the first ones, and there was like maybe 1,000 pair that were produced, and then it grew from there with each one. But yeah, PG Plaza had every single release of the Ben series.
Wow.
And I think they were like, the prices now are crazy, you know, resale, but retail price, I want to say might have been like $225 on them.
Wow.
Which isn't bad when you look at it now.
Compared to now,
That's not bad
I think
at
the
all.
Ben 5, my size, I think I may have seen it for like $1,200.
Damn.
Yeah.
And these came out 2010s when it started, and it ran through 2011. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it looks like. That particular 6, that's also only a mock-up. That's not an official image from Jordan Brand. Yeah, that's a mock-up. So it could look different from that. So I'm interested to see, because the 6 is one of my favorite silhouettes. So I'm interested to see how it actually turns out.
Absolutely. How do you feel about the year ahead of time?
I personally wish Nike would get away from release dates. I think it would. Me personally, I think that would make sneakers interesting again. If they just showed up, like when we were at the Nike store, if they told us to pull stuff, sometimes our manager would just let us put it on the shelves on a Wednesday, the middle of the week.
Wow,
that's dope, man.
And it would sell out because it's word of mouth. Somebody walk in there, see it, they gonna call their mans or get online. Me personally, I've always wished Nike would go to that. You got to release it in this week, but you don't have to release it on a certain day. Just sometime in this week frame, put it on the shelves.
That'll cut back in line. If you don't know what day is going to be released, that's actually, dope idea. All right, CB, thoughts?
Yeah, you guys know that I'm all about the materials and that kind of a thing. So when they're gonna, come out with a version of a sneaker that I already really like, and they're gonna give it the premium treatment, I'm looking forward to that. And the whole story behind the series is pretty dope. So I'm gonna be interested to see the official images, man, because they're making it an event, and so that's gonna be worth checking in on.
Okay. B.
I think it's dope, bro, to bring it back. I can't wait for the official price, because it was $225 back then. I know it's gonna be a lot higher now, but yeah, I'm definitely want to see how they're gonna roll this one out. The year in advance, I really don't like that part though, because I forgot what's coming out the rest of this year. They already tell us about next year, but yeah, we're looking for. I'm gonna forget by the time this happens, but I can't wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with y'all, man. I like it, man. Especially, I'm a fan of the 6s too, so whatever they do with those, I'm with it. And then I've been falling in love with 2s lately, man, especially the low top joints. But I'm with it. Can't wait to see the whole collection though, man. So, but yeah, I'm with y'all, man. This dropping a year later. No, I'm not with all that, man. Just drop the shit.
It's just too much time.
Yeah, cut the shit.
Right, they tell you a year ahead of time, and then sometimes they end up pulling the date back even more. Sometimes, come on now, get out of here. Thoughts?
Outside of the trash 2s that just got mentioned,
oh my god.
I think the biggest part of the story is what we've all kind of talked about, which is, the actual thought behind the whole process of the shoe, not just the shoe itself. If the shoe itself is put together right, I think everything that comes to the light with the marketing, the way that you kind of slowly what happened, and I'm like with kind of Carter, I remember where the releases, and they do it sometimes, was just the silhouette. You didn't know the colors, you didn't know the colorway, you didn't know anything, you just saw the silhouette. So that we would have said that was a 6. Now we don't know what it's supposed to look like until maybe the leaked pictures would be damn near a week before the actual shoe came out. And then when the shoe came out, some of it would be close to, but then it was all about when you actually got it in hand, damn, actually this part of the shoe is this material, or it's leather here, or it's suede here. The hype of getting the shoe before, or getting the shoe and finding out about the shoe, is not the same as now. We know everything about the shoe before we get it. Every fucking thing about the shoe. We know all, and I think because culture that is not us, and it's the younger generation, is I got to know what it is now compared to the surprise, the element of surprise of grabbing the shoe that you've been kind of stalking, right? If this is the shoe all of us is stalking, we not talking about this until everybody got that hoe in hand and was like, hey, did you see it ain't that no more. It's already, exactly what's on the shoe. and it just don't have that appeal to it. I think this though, a year out in advance, and from what we've been seeing, outside of them keeping this date, I don't really see there's a real hype about it. I like the shoe, but I'm not going to say that it's that high on the list of, because they're dropping it already and we're talking about it. We ain't going to talk about the shoe again until probably about a month before the shit comes out.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I'm wondering what the year ahead of time, is it overhyping it? Right. Is that their way of letting you know, like, all right, this next year, here it comes. Like, get your money ready, you know, get resellers, get this ready. Like, if you're about to do a train robbery, get that ready. Like, year at a time to know. But my thought now, so we talked about like just the silhouette of the sneaker, right? Not even knowing the colorway. I remember, and then just finding out what the shoe looked like at a certain point. I remember, and I think Cardo was there, our money was there for sure. I remember the first time I saw the Jordan 15, I didn't know what it was. It was when it was an event. It was like staff versus students at Friendly.
Hey, Big Tigger.
Big Tigger had on. I was like, what in the world? What are those? What is he wearing? And then, you know how I found out? This is before the commercial, because that was a hell of a rollout too, with the whole Mary J. Blige, the Overjoy and all that. It was East Bay. You got the East Bay like about a week or so later, and you're like, oh, that's what
Well, I think those days are gone, because we have this. We got social media, we got phones, we got internet right here. You know, you're talking about a time where we didn't have any of that.
Right. That was the element of surprise. Right now, everybody's first to hustle. Everybody's first to hustle now. Everybody, you got sneaker reviewers, you got people who not even sneakerheads want to get their hand on the shoe first, just to say they have it and show you in hand. And it's not even their size. Like, they can't even wear it.
Yeah. Or it's to grow, it's to get a following. If I become the page that's known as I have the shoes before they release, I'm releasing this, you know, this information before it's out from the brand, I'm gonna gain a following.
All right. Britt, good to see you. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, bring back those days. I know we're far beyond those days, but you know.
Those are gone. I have a question for everyone.
Go ahead.
Of these shoes that's on the screen, which bin do you like the most?
Oof. All right, let me go first. Since we don't have the official image of the 6, it's either the 7 or the 5 for me.
It's 5.
What'd you say, B?
I say the 5s. I'm with D Rich, man. Those 2s. Nah. Hey.
It doesn't matter what 2s. He's gonna say the same thing.
The 5s look like the metallic 5s to me, so it's got to be the 7. I think.
Those 5s are the ones for me personally.
Okay.
Those joints are fire.
I'm going 6'2". Hey, I like the 2s, man.
I think the 5s, because they were all, you know what, because they blacked out the whole entire thing, right? The 23 on the side, the way that they did it, and they iced just a little bit of part of the bottom part of it. And who didn't want a pair of 5s that you could wear and actually not fuck up or get a scuff on them, and probably can get an extra wear out of them hoes, you know what I'm saying, before you had to clean them all the time.
All right. What you got, though?
I will say, so I think the 5s are dope. Well, the one thing that made the 5 stand out is that 3M on that tongue, on that 5, was insane. It was like a flashlight. But for me, I think the 9s are the one. I think the 9s are that Ben stamp hit on the side,
that is
red next to that gold. And I hate the 49ers, but that's a clean look. That's a clean look.
The 9s almost remind me of, didn't Ray Allen have a colorway similar to that colorway?
Yeah, but it didn't have the stamp on the side.
No, it didn't have the stamp. Is the stamp on the back of the 5? On this one?
It's on the back of the 5s.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah. Dope. All right. So going from one dope shoe to, a dope idea, I should say. Return possibly in 2026 of the Starberry. Now here we go. A year ahead of time. Here we go. But not Stephon Marbury. We all know Stephon Marbury. Some of us may have him top 10 point guards of all time, maybe even higher up. But Stephon Marbury, what
face?
Just Cardo's face, man.
What?
You gotta be drunk. You gotta be drunk.
Top 10.
I'm sorry. You gotta be drunk.
Handles, all that. What?
No, you said top 10 point guards.
I meant I should have said handles. I meant to say handles.
All right, I'll let you live.
It's handled. I mean, I should have said handled. Right?
We gonna get you drug tested, man. CVS sell home drug tests.
No, handles.
Hey, because he said maybe even high. That's when Carter fell out.
I meant to say handles. Come on.
It's 10 point guards in the NBA right now better than him.
Yeah. No. Okay, handles. Right. Stephon Marbury wants to bring back the Starbury line in 2026. For those who don't remember, Starbury sneaker line stood out while others sold their shoes for $50 back then, $50 to $150 to some at $200. Starbury retailed for $15. And most of the time you get them at Stephen Barry's, which I remember Stephen Barry's was. He launched them in 2006.
Damn,
From Stephon Marbury. I know that's a long time ago. I want to drop it next summer because after 2025, we're going to see a whole new breed of athlete. Marbury only made money through royalties. He wanted the community to benefit from the sale and affordability of the shoe. All right. He feels that he can take what he learned over the past few years and run the company. And with all the new technological advancements, he can have a whole new experience with the shoe. And so this was, to me, now you kind of see some of the athletes starting to do this. Dame, refused that. He didn't want his shoe with Adidas to be over $100. And I think Donovan Mitchell was another one who wanted to keep everything affordable and don't change the sole. Because once you start, I think he stuck with can't remember sole he has, but he didn't want to change the sole because the price would go up on his shoe. So he wanted to keep affordability for kids. And Shaq is another one. Keep everything affordable. So, because there's a lot of kids who play sports who can't afford these big name brand shoes. But now if your favorite athlete is associated with certain shoes, boom, the price is affordable. Boom. So, but Stephon was doing this a while back. And I mean, I think it could work nowadays because everything we just talked about, a Jordan that could perhaps retail for over $200. And everybody's not going to get their hands on that. Everybody doesn't have $200 at their disposal. And
when he first did it, it was pretty popular though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say it was popular, but I know people that were actually buying them. Kids, a lot of kids were buying them because I worked at the Boys and Girls Club around that time, so I saw a lot of kids with them joints.
Yeah,
and
he was a market back then.
Yeah, it was smart advertisement back then. And also, I got it introduced to the market, so that's how he got in it. Got a low price point or whatever, but. I mean, hey, hopefully it works for him, but I don't know.
I mean, the idea. I mean, he's
I like the idea.
Yeah, okay. He's in China now, so he's over there with the factories and all of the people making the shoes. So I think this is something that could work because it's where sneaker prices are. But go ahead, E. Thoughts?
This shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't know why me and Cardo gotta be the bad guys of this shit. Like they just say it. It's not gonna work. And we know the reason why it's not gonna work. Everything is a style. Like there's everything is now. If you're not wearing a certain style of shoe, you getting clowned still. That's always been a thing and ain't never gonna change. Yeah, if somebody on the court has a Starbury shoe on, not only am I gonna talk shit about you just because on the level that I'm busting, you getting all of these buckets and I'm gonna talk bad about your shoes. Now listen, the flip side, because Carter, I gotta give you the Black Wall Street side. He benefited from this. From being to going overseas to a bunch of people that bought his stuff for a cheaper price because it was made over there. So he didn't make the money that he would have made over here because even if they sold it for what they sold it for, the amount of exchange of the shoe being sold here compared to the amount of people that were over in China where he was playing. I think they got a statue of this fool out there somewhere. He played out there.
He did. Got a statue.
So you look at it from that standpoint, from a business side, this makes sense for kind of what our money said for the Boys and Girls Club, for the schools that can afford or who probably don't have a sponsor that are automatically want to take a name on that they can't get an Adidas. They're not going to have a New Balance. They're not going to have a Nike. He can then run and kind of corner that market. But this is still, regardless of technology, if the damn design ain't there, I don't care whose name. We talk about this right now. Y'all wear them Salehi Bigfoot toe shoes, I don't care because his name is on them. Shits is still ugly. I'm not
Nah,
gonna
That's
care.
the thing, though.
it's all about the style, though.
They
It's definitely
market.
about the style.
They market to a certain people. This isn't clearly isn't your style, right? But somebody, this would market to somebody, correct? You just told me it wouldn't work, but then told me how it could work.
I mean, Shaq still making shoes.
Shaq is with Kohl's. This doesn't have to be a major sneaker retailer.
Walmart still making money.
You can put it in Walmart, and one is now Walmart. It's still selling.
Wild. I mean, I appreciate the business acumen and the idea of, you know, trying to get back in the market and everything, but I don't know. I mean, I'm with E Rich in the standpoint of like the shoes aren't going to move if they have to look a certain way, you know what I mean, or they're going to have to appeal to a certain audience, and it can't just be the price point these days. Like I think that there's just, you know, you got kids playing at, granted these high schools cost as much as colleges do, but they got entire teams lined up with the Grinches, you know what I mean? So I think it's cool from the standpoint of Stephon Marbury was one of my favorite players when I was a kid. The very first NBA game I ever went to was Marbury on the Nets versus Ray Allen on the Bucks. Like,
oh, man, hell of a game.
I think there was 99 or 2000. So, you know, like Stephon Marbury is always going to be like one of my favorite players, but you know, I was never checking for the shoes.
Right. Okay. Now, what? Oh, before you go, Cardo, what do you tell a person like Jaylen Brown?
His strength look all right, though.
You ask me?
No, I'm just saying. Just pose it out in general. Just, I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's the same concept, same idea. It's a player who
and you ain't have you? How many people you see walking around with the Jaylen Browns on?
Right. I mean, so depends. Are we talking about fashion? I mean, because probably none. But as far as playing in them, could be.
We know that shoes are connected to fashion, even if you play basketball in them. All of us played basketball at some point growing up. You was not allowing your mother to go see you on the court with no Stephon Marbury's or some Shaqs. It wasn't happening. Is it a great concept? Yes. Are there kids who could benefit from this because they can't afford? Yes. But those same kids, what's going to end up happening is they are no longer going to want to go to the Boys and Girls Club to play basketball because they're going to get laughed out the gym. Like, we're not going to sit here and play nice in front. Like Eva said, it's going to happen. We know how kids think about how we were when we were in school. And these kids now are worse. You going on Snapchat, you going on TikTok. Man. My nephew was like 10 years old telling kids in school, what are those? Yeah. And you want me to go and you want kids to be wearing these on nah, it ain't gonna happen. It's a great concept, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And just like you said, Shaq shoes, he's selling his shoes in Walmart, but you also see that Shaq is back with Reebok.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. He's got the top tier, and he's got the affordable tier, right?
Yeah. And how many people you can remember walking around with that bottom tier on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, nah, that wasn't us by then. Well, it never was me, but
hey, I think that it's gonna be a good rollout for China. He's a lot bigger over there than he is here, so it's like a throwback for them.
That makes sense.
The only people I see wearing these, if you got kids that be running through shoes, that's somebody's play shoe. I mean that's the one that just dog them. You put them in the Jordans or whatever for school, and they dog these at home. But depending on where you live at, he still might get joned out at home. Where I live at, the kid be fine if he just run through them. I won't buy them. I could see maybe somebody in their 30s or 40s for the nostalgia.
Man, kids will go outside playing Crocs before they play in them.
And they do play in Crocs, which is crazy too. Soccer and everything. But I want to know if he's going to change the color and the style. Is he going to come out with the same exact color they are? Then it's definitely going to be for the China market. It's not going to work here. I mean, you can go to outlet and get some Chucks for $19-20 and be more fashionable than some Vans than these right here. So I don't see him coming to America, but in China, he's going to make a killing.
Let me know where you can find Chucks for $20. I'm gonna go buy them all up.
Vans for $20.
Nah, man.
That was
Oh
good.
no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
Just skip it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh.
You keep setting me and E Rich up to be the bad guys.
Nah.
Y'all want to come in with all this positive talk.
Y'all telling the truth though. That shoe was nice.
Hey, nah.
Here we go. 30th anniversary of the Air Max 95 Neon. A must-have shoe in the sneakerheads collection, right? It's a staple shoe in design. We all know it. We love it. I had them back in the day. Bubble just wore out. I mean, it is what it is. Foot got bigger. But we're getting, in fact, 2 release dates this year for this sneaker. April 4th for select stores and boutiques. If you got one there, you check the list. And then the 18th for the sneakers app, right? But here's the caveat. There's only 10,000 pairs available.
What's wrong
Why
for
would they
that?
do that?
What's wrong?
Only 10,000 pairs available. But here we go with the year ahead of time again. In 2026, that's when the wider release will be available. So you essentially have 3 opportunities to get them. This year, not so much. 10,000. Everybody who knows about sneakers and already has a pair or don't have a pair are going to go after these shoes.
10,000 people in Maryland.
10,000.
Exactly.
It's probably be 5 pair in this state.
Right.
So this is nothing. But I don't even know why they do this. Like, why even
Hype.
a whole year for the much broader release just to release 10,000? We want the shoes. We want the shoes. There's no need to hold off. Whatever. I know in the chat we all got pissed when the 10,000 pairs came around. Everybody was pissed.
Yeah.
B, thoughts?
They pumping this hype up, but I don't like how they doing it. They should just release them. They're going to sell. You're going to make your money. So it seems like to me, it's almost like a resale game. If you can get your hands on the 10,000 pair, the resale market is about to just go through the roof. But just give people what they want. Release them.
Yep.
Like you said, it's a classic shoe. I haven't had a pair of Neon 95s in a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think I still got some chili red pair, but
95 minutes counting.
It's Siri taking to my 95 minutes. Yeah,
Right.
It's a dope shoe. I think it sucks that they only releasing 10,000 pair this year, and then you got to wait a whole all the way to next year to get them again. But we all still gonna go after them.
Right. So
This year or next year.
people can go after him again too, and that's crazy.
And they're doing like the whole, big bubble treatment. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And it's just silly because they're doing the exact opposite thing that they did with the big bubble Air Max 1, where they produce tons of pairs. You know what I mean? So it's definitely for the hype. And they're trying to Nike's trying they got B in mind. They're trying to turn that stock price around. You know what I mean? So anything that they can do to try to get that to move. I think that's, more where this is coming from than anything else.
Right. So that's right. The pair next year won't have the big bubble, right? That was, I thought I had that. I saw one that said that.
I think it's supposed to still have it, but
okay.
Okay. I guess I'll play devil's advocate. I actually like the fact they're only dropping 10,000 pair. Why? Because if either one of us on here actually wins the drop, we know that we as sneakerheads are going to wear them just for this year. And then when next year they come out, we're not going to wear them again because we already got our you got that wearing. And I think this kind of goes back to getting the shoes before they dropped out. Like this is the new equivalent to that, right? Which is if you are able to get into that select few CB, then, then you get a whole fucking year to stunt. You know what I'm saying? And have a shoe that everybody and their mama want later on. That's next year. We ain't gonna talk about these until 8 months away before they drop again. But as a sneakerhead, I kind of like the idea of a classic shoe only being dropped so much that it only allows the actual sneakerheads to kind of get to them, knowing that we already know, like I said, the resellers are gonna buy them or whatever the case may be. So it's almost like we gotta take the L with the dub, right? Which is they bring back an actual shoe that we really want, but it's not available to everybody. I mean, Cardo just said it a couple of times where he's like, don't bring back this shoe because that they weren't around for this. This is not a shoe that you can retro in the sense that then because now it almost denigrates us who went and got the shoe the very first time. That when they do the release again, you releasing it to the masses, and you go hike up the price for us that can't get it that really want the shoe. So I think this being a classic, especially Air Max, me and CB already had this conversation. If any of us got this shoe, we wearing this shit this year, then we putting it away.
Okay.
Nah, man. Man, just looking at him, man. He's so yeah, it's mesmerizing, man. Nah, I love these joints, man. Remember when I first saw him, man? I was in the barbershop, yo. Know how long that was.
Oh man, yeah. So got a whole year to wait for that. So, but in the meantime, what you don't have to wait for is
welcome to D Cup Customs, the most creative crafter in these streets. At the heart of the magic is Doreen. If you can dream it, she can create it. Need a one-of-a-kind piece for your business, your project, or even just your ego? We got you. And it's not just tumblers either. We have shot glasses, pens, mugs, badge reels. Basically, if it holds ink or drinks, we do it. And Doreen, she made me a custom Black Panther cup. I was drinking out of it and somebody wanted it so bad, they offered to buy it from me right then. And Doreen looked at me and did this.
Take it, fool. Turn down that good money.
Look at this piece. It's going to be amazing when it's done. But we don't just do ink and glitter. We also do custom vinyl. So again, if you can think of it, she can do it. We also love working with our guys, and we can't wait to work with you. So if you use the code WRSE15, you will get 15% off your order. Thanks. See you soon.
all right. Shout out to D Cup Customs, Real Estate Poppy, Doreen. Go to dcupcustoms.com, save 15%, WRSE 15.
Graphics dope. Graphics is dope.
Graphics, yeah, nah. I've been into the factory. Doreen is super talented. All right, now look, I gotta. You started something last month on money. Like you dropped that Rejuvenate, and it seemed like the whole world went on fire after that because I had never seen them up until then. And
yo, that shit was crazy, man. Yo, shout out to my mom. My mother got like 2 pair, yo. And then then my little cousin got some. I was talking to somebody at a bar. He ended up getting the joints because I had them on. Yo.
Like you can't find like the major colorways now. Like, and I don't know about restocks whatsoever about these things. You would think so, but now they're treating them like
I see them on resale and everything, man. People reselling the joints. Dang. Especially the Vault joints.
I want the Volts, but on StockX, I'm not paying like $120 for the Volts. When I got the orange joints for retail, so I just had to wait it out.
Yeah, man. So on this episode, 7 to keep it 100, man. Surfing the internet as I do all the time, and I came upon these, man. The Nike P6000. So I saw them from my man Big A. I saw them joints, whatever. I didn't know they call them the YNs now, man. So yeah, these the YNs run away with these joints, man. But these if you go on Nike.com right now, they are under $100, man. They got all colorways. I think the cheapest joint like 77.
Yep,
but it's like a black and gold pair. But yeah, and I check them out. Yeah, the Nike P6000, man. Keep it
Jersey Boy certified.
Champs even has them like on sale for like online, they're like 75.
Yeah, and these joints comfortable too.
Very comfortable.
All right. My favorite pair was that they had a milk and milk and blue colorway a year or two ago. That was fire.
I think those are the joints I got.
It figures.
All right, bro.
Kind of on par with not the last shoe, but the shoe before that, the the Vault, the 95. My bro CB is probably going to have some words for me after I say what I'm about to say, but I gotta say it. Recently, probably the last, I want to say maybe 3 to 4 years. I'm just gonna say that Nike has been trash when it comes to their Air Max Day releases.
Well, it's different.
It's not the same. There's no, and to take this actually a little bit further, Nike would be aware of certain dates in history that would drop a shoe or drop something that meant something, or like I remember whether it was like Kobe's 81 game, you know what I mean? They would drop something. You knew something would probably show up. Hell, to the point where this isn't just he's going to even fall on what is that NBA TV, not even playing Kobe's 81-point game on the day that it happened. Like, we've officially gone away from the stuff that really meant something and the people that were around for that time for you to drop shit. We've been on this thing before. I've talked to CB. I literally had a conversation with CB the night before Air Max Day and said, bro, what is supposed to be dropping out tomorrow? The fact that we only knew that the Donkey Kongs was on there and the whole, kind of Oregon Duck things there, but the last 4 years, they had a number of different Air Max ones that were supposed to be dropping out that you knew the colorways of, or the different ones, different regions. The last one where they had the blueprints, they had the wabi sabis, and they had another pair that was
yeah, that was wild.
It made you have that essence of it made you have that sneaker, like, I need to go grab that pair that's from another spot, you know what I mean, that different colorway. So is it just now it's getting to the point where this shit is becoming corny, that they're missing out on shit that would automatically kind of hit in certain aspects of how do you fuck up Air Max Day? How do you mess up Air Max Day? One of the easiest probably money grabs that Nike can have, and they literally fumbled Air Max Day. So is it just Nike? Y'all some shit for fumbling Air Max Day, and I hope you put that as a 30-second drop and put that shit online, because that's what they need to hear.
You got to follow that up. Be easy.
Yeah, that's
crazy. Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Report.
What's going on? It's the Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Report, and today I am spotlighting this dope clothing brand named Supervision. And I am highlighting the one T you see down there, and that's a third IT. If you know, you know. Owner Gavin out of Los Angeles, California. It's a very dope brand. I actually have on the boy blind third IT, and this was a collaboration with a good artist named Saba. If you ever heard of Saba, definitely check him out. He got a CD with Alchemist. That's fire. But yeah, dope brand, quality pieces. This shirt right here I had for a couple of years, and it's definitely great. Positive messages. If you look at them, you see down there, Beauty. He got a lot of stuff on there, a lot of good positive. Vibrate higher. The price point, the t-shirts are $68. The sweatshirt you see right there is $158. They go fast. That third eye tee is something limited. It's not on the site every year. So when it comes in, like the black t-shirt is already sold out. I missed that one. So they got the white one left, and I think they got the gray hoodie. But definitely check them out. If you never heard of them, go on there. Let them know you heard it from Be Easy on Soul Tales. And that is Supervision, dope brand, affordable prices, good quality, and positive messages. Check them out.
Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Report.
That's dope. That's dope, B. That's dope.
Yeah, that whole clothing line. I looked in that website. They got a lot of dope stuff in there. Price is pricey, but it's dope.
Yeah,
all right, Carl, this become one of my favorites right here, because I love sneakers and stuff like that, and want to throw.
All right, so for retro this week, I thought about it. I've been doing a lot of Nike, stuff that we want to bring back from Nike. So this week I wanted to do a different brand because Nike's dropping the ball. So this week we are hoping that Adidas will retro the Rod Laver mid. Rod Laver was a tennis player back in the 60s. They gave him a low-cut shoe, and then in 2004, they released the mid version. The low is still available. They discontinued the mid version around 2010, 2011. Shoe was only $100 when it came out. It may have actually been $90. I have 2 pair of these upstairs, but they have yellowed because they are from like 2006.
Hey.
So yeah, I need a retro of these in the white and green colorway. They've also released in like a white and blue. Sometimes they'll do a leather pair in all black. But yeah, the Adidas Rod Laver mid. Adidas bring this back. Nike is dropping the ball.
Yeah, it's
right there for y'all.
Right there.
I remember
that's clean.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember them joints.
Summertime shoe too.
Exactly.
It's a grown man shoe. That's what that is.
So we're gonna ride my brother on Money's coattails this week because drop the image, bro. This summer the summer of the Rejuvenate slide. Apparently these joints are going to be like $60. But here's the thing: if you already have like the mocks or whatever we're calling these, you know, are you still? Is that going to stop you from getting the slides? Is it one of those things where you'll get both, or you know, is it like one or the other for you? You know, because I haven't actually I haven't used our Money's discount code. You know, get him his influencer credit. Man, I haven't done that yet, so I might just wait for the slides to drop and you know see if those are going to be easier to attain a pair of Volt joints. So, but how are y'all feeling? You guys going to be looking for the slides too? It's just all React foam. That's why these joints are so popular.
Yeah, I want them. I'll take them.
I'm gonna try to get the slides too,
bro. No, I like the mock better. This now you get into the Yeezy slide game now, and the mock is perfect because it doesn't look like anything else. Now you open the toe up and make it a slide. Yeah, it's comfortable, but it doesn't look like anything different. Right now, it just becomes it's gen pop now. Right? It's just it doesn't stand out. I like the idea. I like the idea of the mock. The mock was dope. All right.
But yeah, I just like your shoe anyway. I don't even care. I'm just gonna get it.
If they got the Volt green pair, I definitely get them in the slides.
Give me the mock in that blue colorway. That's dope.
Yeah, I do like the blue colorway though. I'm just fine.
Yeah, I agree.
That sheesh.
That man said he riding his coattail.
You know who your audience is.
Exactly. Can't get nothing past us. Yeah.
So we getting ready to, I guess, show some sneakers and then get up out of here. All right, let's do this.
Oh man.
Boom.
In honor of Air Max Day. Always wearing these joints. The Air Max up tempo joints.
I was about to say, okay. Dope.
So I'm quite look, man, these joints, all I can think about is Ray Allen getting caught in the air against Georgetown, and they beat Georgetown in the NIT right in the beginning of the season. I remember that. Hurt my heart because I was a big Allen Iverson fan.
With the leaner.
Yeah, Ray Allen played horrible that game. And the only bucket he really made was that bullshit ass shot that he brought to pass. Never get that image in my head. That's why I got a love-hate for these shoes, man.
Multiple Ray Allen references in one episode.
I mean, I've been on the phone posit kicks as they keep on bringing them back out. So I just had these on yesterday. So I was like, let me go ahead and the original ones, the coppers, man. So still clean. Had to dust them off a little bit. But yeah, I like what they doing with the foam posits. I'm still waiting on the Dunkins, but yeah, these right here.
We all are, B.
They ain't coming out no time soon.
2027. They might let us know. They're letting us know.
Y'all know me. Switch it up. It's summertime. Time to put away. B, it's getting warm. Put them phone pauses away. Time to switch it up, so summertime coming in, so I'm show the low cut Adidas Oyster Holdings handball from a couple years ago. Oyster Holdings is a company out of LA based company that does like clothing and stuff, and they teamed up with Adidas and did these a couple years ago. They have this pair, and then they also have like a yellow and navy pair. That's the exact same thing, just yellow. Most yellow with the navy hits on the 3 stripes.
Dope.
Yeah, those are clean.
Dope. Those are clean.
It's all about comfort. And if all things considered, if you walk around and, you just want some comfort, but you don't want to get your shit dirty and you don't feel like cleaning a bunch of shoes and shit. So I just caught me a pair of some all black
Romero's, okay.
Just
he on demon time.
Yeah, I
not feeling.
feel that joke away, man.
listen. I can't say if you see me with those on.
He got the hoodie on. He probably pull that joint tight, close. Yeah, keep that on the West Coast.
Thanks, Ray. No,
Glock 19, God.
All right. So I know CB probably going to show something closing out, but I got a couple pair, Michelle, real quick. First two, I know I don't care what anybody goes. In fact, I should just put myself up by myself.
Fam, if you pull up, I knew it.
Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious, yo.
Yeah.
What did I say last time? We
Phil buys everything.
Everything.
He got 2 pair.
Actually, I got more than that, but whatever. But anyway, so that's that. But these right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, man, I saw these online. Brooks, but a collab with Staple.
Yep.
Bro, I saw these online. They don't look like any other Brooks that I've seen. I bought those Brooks that Damon Brown did last time, and they look like Brooks, but they're super comfortable. But these right here,
Yeah, they went sneaky.
and they come with the kind of peach laces. I wore these around work the other day, and I asked a couple folks, "Do you know what brand the shoe this is?" I asked runners, without them seeing the logo, and they're like, "Nah, I can't tell you." I was like, "He was like, what? Those are Brooks, bro. These are super comfortable, but man, it's design that Staple Pigeon did."
The only thing that I hate that Staple has become, like, they've just become the Pigeon.
Right. And then the pigeon on the toe.
Yeah, like I hate that. I hate that they've only become the Pigeon now.
Yeah.
It takes away, and I think it takes away from the dunk.
You think so?
Yeah, because every shoe they do that same kind of color scheme, and they put a pigeon on it. They've done it with Puma, with Adidas. I wouldn't be surprised they do a K-Swiss next.
Yeah. Okay.
K-Swiss still around?
Super comfortable shoe though.
I ain't seen
All right, everybody cut their camera off. Let him have the floor.
Let's see how
the limited edition
the box shows up. Box can't see the fucking box.
Was that a black box? It was black, right?
It's mostly black, yeah. But
we got
the 95 97s came in a day.
Damn.
Bam, Oregon.
Oregon joint. That's how you feel.
So this, I mean, the way they did all this stuff is super cool. Inside the box is they got a QR code that if you scan the QR code, it takes you to the Ducks of a Feather website, and you can like.
That's dope.
So
Man,
you can't
CB,
go wrong with these, man.
CB, go off. You said you had 3 that you were trying to decide. Just get another one. Just one more.
Go
ahead. Give all.
All right.
Last week on purpose. Get that one.
Oh yeah. He just shit.
He got a pair. He was going to do last week. He's like, "Nah, I'll wait for the fellas." I'm like, "Damn." All right.
And then switched it that quickly.
Yeah, CB been going crazy, dog.
Because I got a Grail recently.
Okay, that's what you're waiting on.
Nope.
These are special because one, they're Kobe's, but two, they're the Kobe Philippine 9s. And
I told you, Cardo. I told you.
Like,
there
was no way I was gonna get. There was no way I was getting these when they originally dropped. Like it was like some, it was one of those cool things that Nike did back in the day. You had to have like, a special QR code or something like that. So I've been searching for a pair of these that I could attain for years. Finally came through, man. So
you gotta remember, the price is the price. That's what he said.
Yeah.
The price,
man. CB just out here making you look like what life would be like with no kids, no
kids. I'm saying. Just look at me and our money, bro.
Enjoying life.
Yeah. Like Kaleo said, our money on Broadway just on a random Tuesday.
Plays and shit.
You taking plane flights to New York, 30-minute flight. Get on the Greyhound.
And look, all right. Where's my button? Dope show, fellas. Dope show. Before we get out of here, real quick, we want to thank everyone who watched, who tuned in last night for our first live episode, or the first live episode or show ever on Gen X TV. First live ever was done by We Are Something Else. So, and we reviewed the movie Boomerang. It was Smoking Spiel. We reviewed the movie Boomerang. It was me, CBE Rich, Takeover Trina, Sammy Slated, wonderful Jen Glenn, and everybody showed out. And look, we can't wait to do it again.
Hell of a cast right there. Hell of a cast.
Me, what the next movie's going to be. Well, we got a couple movies in mind because we want to do something to incorporate the Soul Tales fellas. We got one in mind. We won't announce it just yet. Got to make that happen. And then we got to figure out, if we're going to do the 6 panel again with the ladies, we got to figure out a movie that makes sense. But coming soon. We won't take too long. But thank everybody for watching. If you haven't watched it yet, go to Gen X TV's YouTube channel. You don't need the app for this. They simulcast it. Go to Gen X's YouTube channel and check it out. Or just go download Gen X TV. Shout out to Ebony. Shout out to Chauncey. Shout out to Coach Kim. 3 people running all black app and just black owned business series. We love all that. Love those folks.
Yeah, I don't want to get this shut down, so I'm gonna keep me away from Gen X.
Available on Fire TV and Roku. But look, so we got the weekend coming up. Got Sweet 16 that started tonight, I believe. I got to go check some scores. Fellas, anything up for the weekend? You got planned?
Tea time.
Golf.
I'm just working, bro. Working on Be Easy Shoe and Fashion Reviews, making this return.
There we go.
Soon.
Yeah. Unsure, and it probably won't be any shows next week. Probably not at all because maybe just pay attention.
Yeah, that was a live one yesterday. That was a live yesterday. Carter, like, what is going on?
Yo,
that was like her favorite line for the movie. She wouldn't stop.
If you don't understand that, go watch the review last night of the movie Boomerang.
I need to. I think me and Jen need to do something together, boy.
So there might not be a show next week. There'll be some iteration of something next week because there'll be a road trip involved, I'm assuming. And other than that, but look, fellas, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm glad we look end of the month.
What a month. All is well. Next hotel, we'll be in Arizona.
There you go. There you have it. All right, y'all. But that's it. That's all we got. 10 a.m. in the Sneakers app. Where's the button? Get the magic button.
Follow us on YouTube at WRSE Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe.